Cloud-based access control solutions have been popping up left and right over the past few years, and for good reason. So it's always interesting to see new players join the party and how they approach it. The latest challenger on the scene, Aiphone. Aiphone released their AC Nio access control management software in 2023 to solve a key problem users often face with intercoms. How do you control the doors beyond just voice communication? AC Nio handled that. But what does a cloud-hosted version actually bring to the table? Well, first off, cloud-based access control means your system is hosted entirely in the cloud. That means an administrator can manage doors, users, and credentials remotely from anywhere with an internet connection. You can grant access to a new employee before they even arrive on site, revoke a lost or stolen credential instantly, or check system activity logs to monitor entries and security events in real time. You're not tied to a specific workstation or server. You're managing your system through a secured online portal, which means fewer delays and faster responses. You also don't need an on-premise server, which means you don't need complex IT infrastructure to protect your data. Entry and maintenance costs are lower, updates are handled automatically, and you can scale the system as needed. So whether you're running a large enterprise or a small office, using a cloud solution means you don't need to worry about hardware. So it is easy to scale it up or down depending on your needs. Now back to AC Nio Cloud. I had a couple of concerns, but it turns out Aiphone covered them. First, the interface. It's exactly the same. And it's a good thing. I can't stand when manufacturers use a completely different UI for what's essentially the same product. You end up having to relearn everything. So this is a win for me. You get the same user-friendly experience and customizable interface. The other concern I had was about migrating from an on-prem setup to cloud hosting. And I'm going to stop right here to say that on-prem AC Nio still works exactly as it did. It is still good and reliable. But if you decide to switch to cloud hosting, the process is straightforward. First off, you go on aiphone.cloud to buy your AC Nio cloud license, and here you will enter the number of doors and license you need. Once this is done, you enter into your AC Nio software, and this is where it starts. So you go under administration. This is on the left side of your screen. So here you can see it. And if you don't find it, you can actually click on the search tool and enter data migration. You will see it appear straight away. When you click on here, next step will be about selecting different aspects. So you can either select all the setups you want or specific ones. You then export the data, and there you're all set. So when you have that data, you download it from your current setup, and as I mentioned before, this is a new cloud-hosted system, so it's not the same as your on-prem. That's why you need to download the previous setup to put it on your new one, and you're good to go with the exact same settings. So, what to make out of this? Deployment flexibility is always a plus. Having the choice between on-prem, cloud hosting, mean you can tailor the system to your customer needs. Because, and we mentioned this before, the initial price can make the difference for end users, and having to buy a server straight away to manage their access control can be a deal breaker. Cloud hosting brings that simplicity that many users want. If this is the first time you're hearing about AC Nio, check out our highlight video where we showcase what can be done using their advanced scripting engine, especially when paired with the IX and IXG intercoms. And if you want to learn more about Aiphone, we just did a big interview with them at ISC West, the biggest security trade show in the world. We covered all the different verticals where they shine. You can see their emergency tower, their newest Aiphone cloud. So having all your intercom solutions connected to the cloud in the same way we just described for AC Nio. Great stuff, check it out. Guys, I'm Jeremy from Pipl Systems. See you on the next one.